Hi there, and you're very welcome along to the evening show, and thank you for being with us on this Thursday evening. Coming up on the programme, if you are planning on popping the big question or indeed accepting such a proposal, then make sure you stay tuned because we're discussing diamonds a little later on. Also on the programme, it being a Thursday, Sinead Hughes will be here with a roundup of all the sporting news. That's all coming up a little later on. Now, diamonds really are a girl's best friend, and if you are going to be getting your hands on one, then we've brought in an expert to make sure you pick the right one for you. Seamus Fahy joins me from Voltaire Diamonds. Seamus, lovely to have you with us.
Thank you.
Now, you started up Voltaire Diamonds in a recession. How did that come about?
Sure did. I was working in London at the time, so about 4 years ago I was trading equities, and I'd been there for a number of years, and I was looking for an opportunity to come home. So I was at a wedding of all places, and I was sitting beside a diamond trader from Antwerp. So we had a quick chat. He explained to me, how the diamond industry works. So a week later, I was in Antwerp. He took me on a tour of the diamond bourse. Introduced me to various, ring designers, diamond suppliers, etc. And he explained to me the difference between the wholesale price of diamonds and the retail price of diamonds. And I saw a big gap, and I kind of went, well, why can't I sell diamonds? And, so I studied gemology in London, visited every jewellery shop in central London and in Dublin, got a feel for what the margins were, and here I am. A
week later after the idea, you're just like, I'm going to sell diamonds.
Yeah, well, as I said, I headed straight to Antwerp, learned a lot about the business. The friend I had met at the wedding took me through everything. And I quickly realised that there was an opportunity to sell top quality diamonds at very competitive prices. The only thing was, would people trust me? And so that's why I studied gemology, got a beautiful website together, and yeah. Here
you are.
Yeah.
Now, where are all the diamonds coming from that we can find when we walk through the door of Voltaire Diamonds?
Sure. About 80% of the world's diamonds go through Antwerp. That's kind of the diamond hub. So my wholesale suppliers are in Antwerp.
Okay. And for anybody who wants to choose a diamond ring, there's so many different styles to choose from. What's popular at the moment?
Well, the classic solitaire is probably the most popular.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely. Still, a lot of ladies now, they're looking for diamonds up the shoulders. But the classic 4-claw solitaire or 6-claw solitaire would be the most popular. But very popular at the moment is what's called a halo-style ring, with little diamonds around the centre stone and diamonds down the shoulders. Very popular. And obviously your classic 3-stone is still very popular. Now,
you have brought quite an array of them here.
Sure.
I am a pure magpie, and if one's missing, I'd say you'll have no guesses as to where it's gone, because it's really a beautiful array.
Yeah.
The coloured diamonds as well. Or obviously, this is maybe a gem store.
Sure, that's a blue sapphire.
And that's based on Lady Diana's.
Exactly, Princess Diana's ring. Is very popular at the moment. So a lot of ladies are incorporating blue sapphires into their engagement ring. But yeah, not as popular as your standard diamond solitaire, but increasingly popular.
Are you finding that the gentleman is coming in on his own, or are people coming in as a couple? How has the proposal changed, or is it still very traditional?
It's becoming less traditional. About 20% of my sales would be guys on their own. The other 80% would be the couple. Now, a lot of guys, what they're doing now is they're proposing with promise rings. So just silver and cubic zirconia. Make the proposal, then they come visit Voltaire Diamonds and they select the ring style themselves.
Okay, that's a great idea, just to have maybe like a promise ring, as you're saying, so that, you're not proposing with the expensive ring and then maybe she just doesn't like it.
Yeah, absolutely, because, one of the first things that the lady says when she meets me with her partner is, thank God you didn't do this on your own. Because there are just so many styles out there that it's very difficult for a guy to get it right. But if a guy does come to me on his own, I put him straight. I kind of steer him in a certain direction, having a chat about his fiancée-to-be. But, if a guy proposes on his own, there's no downside, because I say to all clients, if for any reason she doesn't like it, come straight back to me, we'll change it.
Oh, super. Okay,
yeah,
well, that's good to know. Yeah. Now, they are a very expensive piece of jewellery. How does the price range?
Yeah, well, I supply engagement rings anywhere from €1,500 upwards. So most of these styles are available to suit any price range. So if you like a particular style, we can make that style to suit your price range, and whatever stone size you want, we can cater for it.
Okay, that's good, because I know that a lot of people kind of get a little bit freaked out that it's so expensive, but there really is, you know, something to suit everybody, really.
Absolutely. That's why I don't have prices on my website, you know, but any of the engagement rings on the website can be made from €1,500 upwards.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are going abroad to get their diamonds. Is that a good idea, or is there downfalls to going abroad?
Yeah. Well, you see, the international price of diamonds are the international price of diamonds, no matter where you go. So whether you go to Antwerp, New York, South Africa, Dubai, we're all working off the same international price. That price list is published every 2 weeks. So if you're a diamond trader, no matter where you are in the world, you're operating off that price list. So Voltaire Diamonds guarantee to beat the price of any diamond you see abroad, so long as you compare like with like. But there's an awful lot to buying a diamond. And, you know, a lot of people, you know, they hop on a plane, they head to Antwerp, you know, they're buying diamonds that on paper they look great, but the cut grade of them may be poor, the stone may have strong fluorescence, they're being certified by companies no one has ever heard of. They think they're getting a deal, but they're not.
Okay, you know? So it's important to get the expert advice, really.
Absolutely, and obviously after-sales service is critical as well. You know, some clients buy a ring in Antwerp and a diamond may pop out of the shoulders. All of a sudden, what do? You can't go back to Antwerp, you know, easily. You know, you can't courier it over because you can't insure it. So there are downsides.
That's so true, actually. And the aftercare service is important. What actually do you get in an aftercare service?
Oh, sure. Well, I have a workshop in Dublin city centre. So if a ring needs to be resized, or if for any reason one of the claws becomes loose or anything like that, straight to my workshop.
Okay, that's good to know. Yeah. Now, it's important as well to have the diamond certified and conflict-free. That's something that people need to look at. 100%.
You know, my suppliers, my wholesale suppliers in Antwerp, have given me written guarantees that all the diamonds they source are ethically sourced. You know, so, and every ring I sell, you know, it goes to an independent company in Dublin called Irish Jewellery Valuation Services, and they independently check that the diamond is real, that it matches the certificate, that the ring is hallmarked, and they give you a full insurance valuation. So that gives the customer 100% peace of mind.
Super. And I think every girl out there who, you know, may be interested in diamonds, who's doing a little bit of research, maybe expecting a proposal, the 4 C's I've heard about a lot.
Sure.
Talk us through those, and how important are they?
Okay. Well, you know, most people have heard of the 4 C's. But if we start with colour, you know, the colour range starts at D, goes all the way to Z. D, E, F, G, colourless. H, I, near colourless. And then as you go down the scale, you start to see stronger yellow tints. Most of my sales would be kind of G, FG, you know, and that gives you maximum value for money without paying the premium for, you know, a D colour. You know, because if I put 4 stones in front of you, D, E, F, G, you'd struggle to tell the difference between them. Yeah.
Okay.
On clarity, you know, clarity starts at flawless, goes all the way down to included. Only about 1% of the world's diamonds are flawless. The other 99% of what are called clarity characteristics are inclusions. So my advice generally is go down as far as VS2 or SI1. So there are inclusions in the stone, but you can't see them with the naked eye. And that gives you maximum value for money.
The last 2 really quickly?
Cut is the most important of the 4 C's. That's the cut grade. So if a diamond is too deep or too shallow, it's not going to have the life of a well-cut diamond. So there's a cut grade scale on all certificates. Stick to very good or excellent and you'll have a beautiful diamond. And then carat weight is just weight. Carat is 1/5 of a gram. But if you're looking for maximum value for money, there's what's called magic points. So, for example, a 0.9 carat will cost probably 20% less than a 1 carat, because going through the 1 carat barrier, it's what's called a magic point. So that's basically it in a nutshell.
There really is so much in it, and I truly appreciate how it's so important when it is a big investment that you get the expert advice. So thank you so much for being with us today. And I'm not sure if you're going to get this back. I mean, there's going to be a struggle in the ad breaks, but there is. So if you want to find out more information about any of the diamonds that are available at Voltaire Diamonds, make sure that you log on to the website. It is www.voltairediamonds.ie. Now, still to come, we are going to be talking sport with Sinead Hughes. See you in part 2.